Hello, it's Nemesis Nick here. I'm a keen fan of the Eurovision Song Contest. It's time to talk Eurovision. The Spanish national final for the Eurovision Song Contest 2025, Benidorm Fest 2025 final, took place at Palau Municipal d'Esport de Benidorm on Saturday the 1st of February 2025. Yesterday evening, Sunday the 2nd of February, I watched Benidorm Fest 2025 final online from the UK on demand 1 day late. Fortunately, I had no knowledge of the results at the time because I did all I could to avoid accidentally seeing the winner or the rest of the scores anywhere online yesterday until I watched the show. That way I was still able to enjoy the songs being performed, rank them in My Eurovision Scoreboard and enjoy the announcements of the jury and public vote scores, knowing I'd still be in for a surprise. However, I didn't see any preview videos of the songs beforehand, so my online viewing of Benidorm Fest 2025 final yesterday evening was my first time of seeing or hearing any of the songs. Likewise, I hadn't seen any of the lyrics or background information about the songs beforehand, so I had difficulty identifying component parts of some of the songs whilst watching last night. Anyway, here are the notes I made about the songs whilst watching on demand last night. By the way, I can't speak Spanish. I tried listening carefully to the artist names which are called out whilst the voting was taking place, and I've also tried pasting some of the Spanish song titles into Google Translate, but please excuse me if I mispronounce any Spanish artist names or song titles. Okay, so I like the opening act. Firstly, the opening act deserves a mention. It's hardly surprising it began with Spain's Eurovision Song Contest 2024 entry, Nebulosa Zur. That's a good way of opening it. But anyway, on to the actual the proper finalist songs. Okay, song number 1, Daniela Blasco, Unana. I noticed the act had flames from the start. I wasn't very keen on the opening section. Chorus is quite catchy. I noticed one section in the song that sounds like rap, and I was mystified as to why Daniela was lying down for one part. The dancers enhanced the performance. Near the end, the song got fast. You could also see flame effects, falling fireworks at the back of the stage, rising fireworks at the front of the stage, and triangular patterns on the background. They certainly enhanced the performance, but overall I wasn't overly keen on the song. Song 2, Corve, Loca Existe, a country song. I like the musical introduction to this song. The performance featured good use of smoke and background patterns during the first instance of the chorus. It had a good beat in certain parts of the song. On the whole, quite a good song, but I'm not sure this would have been competitive enough for the Eurovision Song Contest. Song 3, Marvort, Radio di Sole. The stage was largely dark at the start. It took until the first instance of the chorus to get going, and that's when we got smoke jets, a beat and various patterns. As the song continued, there was some laser beams appeared. There were more laser beams at the end, even though the final instance of the title was sung in a less lively manner. The song also included use of electronic sounds. Altogether quite a catchy song once it gets going, but again, I don't think this would have been competitive enough for the Eurovision Song Contest. Song 4, La Tipsa, Hatita de Yora. A guitar could be heard from the start. I noticed it was a few lines into a song before the stage was lit and you could see the arches. The singer had a pleasant voice in an early section, but The next section, she was way too lively and screechy for my liking. Another section with there was another section with a pleasant voice afterwards until you had a lively, screechy closing section. All in all, not my cup of tea at all, really. Song 5, Mel or Manna, I'm a Queen. What was this? After the introductory section, she sounded like she was rapping. There seemed to be a mixture of styles as the song progressed. I wasn't exactly sure what was what in this song, to be quite frank. Anyway, the dancers enhanced the performance. I liked the way it had a largely dark stage for much of the performance, and you had the red and white neon style diagonals which featured heavily here. Effectively, they formed a triangle. Song 6, Horticabello, VIP. The singer started softly, though the beat almost overpowered him in that part of the song. He became more powerful, but I found it difficult to tell what style his song is. I like the way this was performed on a dark stage with limited lighting. It seemed like they were using ultraviolet lighting for part of the song. The dancers went well with this performance. Song 7, Lucas Boone, Te scrivo nel cielo. I like the close-up of a double bass at the start. Lucas has an amazing voice and he sang well Saturday night. I liked the swirling effect on the background screen for part of the song and the illusion of water falling through a hole later in the song. I also liked to use the blue lighting effect as two diagonals formed a triangle. Overall, it's a very good ballad, and the simple staging was just what this style of song called for. I think this song deserved a lot better than it got, especially from the juries. I can understand it doing poorly with the public, but I think it deserved better in both halves of the voting and overall than what I've seen online. Of course, the full results are available on Wikipedia if you want to look them up. Song 8, Melody, Essa Diva. The final song in the lineup, and it seemed to me they'd saved the best for last. I liked the sound of the strings, beats and castanets at the start, and the way in which the verses and choruses were sung. I'm mystified as to why the singer was lowered in on a chair, suspended by wires. Actually, during the main performance, I mistook that for a swing. During the reprise. I noticed it was a chair. Anyway, moving on. Smoke jets and light beams appeared on the second instance of a chorus. Just when I thought the song was over, there was another instance of a chorus. I should think that false end must have fooled a lot of viewers. Finally, fireworks provided a perfect finish. Altogether a very good song, definitely the best of the 8 finalists in my opinion. Those are my points of view on the 8 finalist songs, and here is my ranking in My Eurovision Scoreboard based solely on Saturday night's Benidorm Fest final performances. Remember, as I said earlier, I hadn't previewed any of the 8 finalist songs beforehand, so this was my first time of seeing or hearing any of the performances. Furthermore, although I was watching on demand after the event had finished, I still didn't know any of the results when I got to a song recap. Okay, here I go. 8th place. Excuse me, pardon me there. Okay, here I go with my ranking in My Eurovision Scoreboard. 8th place, in other words, bottom of my ranking, La Tipsa. 7th, Melomana. 6th, Horticabello. 5th, Daniela Blasco. 4th, Marvot. 3rd, Couve. 2nd, Lucas Boone. And in 1st place, top of my ranking, Melody. Anyway, the winner was Melody Essa Diva. Congratulations to Melody for winning. I'm glad that entry won. It was top of my ranking, and in my opinion, it was definitely the best of the 8 finalists. So Melody will represent Spain with Essa Diva at the Eurovision Song Contest 2025 in Basel in May. As a Big Five member, Spain is guaranteed a place in the grand final and doesn't have to worry about qualifying for one of the Eurovision Song Contest semi-finals. Good luck to Spain in the Eurovision Song Contest 2025 grand final on Saturday the 17th of May 2025. Well done to the other 7 artists who took part on Saturday evening. They too did well to get through the Benidorm Fest 2025 semi-finals. Do you think the right song won Benidorm Fest 2025 final on Saturday evening? If not, which song do you feel should have won out of the other semi-finals, out of the other 7 finalists, and why? Alternatively, was there a song eliminated in one of the Benidorm Fest 2025 semi-finals which you feel should have reached the final and won? For your information, I haven't heard or seen any of the songs which were knocked out in the semi-finals. Let me know in the comments below. Also, if you liked this video, remember to hit the like button, and if you're liking all my Eurovision videos, remember to subscribe to my channel. In the meantime, embrace chaos. Goodbye, daboch, au revoir, auf Wiedersehen, adios, arrivederci, do widzenia, do pobacenia.